Hey YouTube, PokeHybrid here, and today I'm going to do a deck update. My last one I had hardly any cards, but as you can see I've got a fair few more now. I've got 31 and well on my way to getting the deck complete. It's a Gallade for level X Drapion deck, and these are my cards I've got. It's been quite good so far. I've done some virtual stuff and on games. So I'm going to start with a deck list. I'm going to run one Gallade 4 level X. It's got a really cool poker power called Blade Storm. Once per turn, when you put Gallade 4 level X from your hand onto your active Gallade level 4, put 10 damage. No, put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's got a bit of a sniping effect. Its other attack, aimed cut, requires a psychic and 2 colourless, does 40 plus 40 damage. No, plus 10 damage for each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. So if it's already got 40 damage onto it, this is a one-hit KO. Currently I only have one Gallade 4, but I'm getting 2 more, so it'll be a free one line of Gallade 4. Next is the Drapion side. I finally got Drapion level X. It is so good. Its poker power is called Tri-Poison. Once during your turn before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, choose one of the defending Pokemon. If heads, it's now poisoned, and put 3 damage counters onto that Pokemon between turns instead of 1. It doesn't work if Drapion's affected by a special condition. Its other attack is called Sniping Tail. It requires 2 darkness and 2 colours. It does 40 damage to the defending Pokemon and 40 to one other benched Pokemon. So it's got a really good sniping. I run 3 Drapion with Toxic Fang and Land Crush. That's a really good card. It gives a bit of a poison bonus as well. And 4 Skorupi with a Paralysing Clamp. I don't like to set this as my active Pokemon to begin with. I prefer to go with Gallade or something because this guy's pretty weak, to tell the truth. And his attack may not do anything. But if you've got a double colourless in hand, you may as well try it because each of the evolutions require 2 colourless energies. So the Drapion line is pretty much sorted now. I just need to get 2 more Gallade 4s to get the Gallade line sorted. Next comes some tech. I've got a Darkness Arceus with prize count. If you've got more prize than your opponent, this attack does 20 plus 40 more, so it does 60 damage. I'm only going to run one of them. Next is the Trainer Lock. Is it a Trainer Lock? Yeah, Trainer Lock Spiritomb. It stalls. That's the only reason I've chosen it. But for it's stalled, and Darkness Grace is absolutely brilliant because if I've got an active Skorupi, for example, and I have no Drapion in hand, I can use Darkness Grace to get out Drapion and then start utterly evolving. This is a new one. It's Toxicroak G. It's got great synergy with the Drapion line and the Poisoning because its attack Deep Poison does 20 plus damage for 1 Psychic and 1 colourless. If a defending Pokemon is poisoned, it does 20 plus 40 more, so 60 damage. I'm trying to get another one of these. So I'm going to run 2 of these and 2 Crobat G as soon as I have them. The final tech card is Dunsparce. It's basically just for Call for Family. It lets you search for your deck for basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Only one of these, and I'm going to have to get some Super Scoop Ups because I'd rather have this in hand once I've used Call for Family than on the field. So that was all of the tech cards. I'll move these here. Actually, I'll do it so you can see them. So if I put Moose there and that there. At the moment, I have a Rainbow Energy. I'm going to replace Rainbow for double colourless, and I'm going to run 4 double colourless. And I have a Special Darkness. I'm not sure whether to use this or regular Darkness, but at the moment, I'm using Rainbow. I've only got 1, and I'm hopefully getting some double colourless in the mail soon, so that'll be really good. So at the moment I'm going to be running 4 double colours, but I've only got 1 Rainbow. I have 3 Darkness. 1 is special, so it does 10 extra damage. That's going to go up to 6. Is it 5 or 6 darkness as soon as I've got them? I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 psychic energy just for the Gallade line, and because Toxicroak, and then as soon as I get Crobat G, I'll be using psychic as well. So in total I'm going to be running 15 energies, I think. I don't know if that's good, but this is my first deck, so if you got any comments, please don't be too harsh. Now the trainers and supporters. I run 3 BB Search. I do have a 4th, but I'm only running 3. They're all the hollow ones. They look really nice. It's a brilliant card. You should all know what it does. Choose 1 card from your hand, put it on top of your deck, and then search for a Pokemon and add it to your hand. Show it to your opponent, then add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck afterwards. So put that. Yeah, you can see that. Twins. This is an odd one. It works great with Arceus' prize count, because if you have more prizes than your opponent, you can search for any 2 cards and add them to your hand. I run Pokemon Collector. I'm looking for 2 more. I haven't bought them yet, but I'm hopefully going to soon. It's a really good card for getting out basics early game. And the final card I've got remaining is Level Max. It's brilliant if I flip heads, because then I can search out for either Gallade Level X or Drapion Level X. And that's basically it at the moment. Like I said, I've got hardly any cards. I'm going to do a quick shuffle and show you a practice hand. Do this first, and then I'll do the random 5 piles. I don't do this in any order at all, it's just whichever really. And that's it. Hopefully I will not draw a hand with no basics, because that would just be embarrassing because I'm filming this. There we go. And now I'm going to cut it because my opponent would usually. So the starting 7 would be a Psychic Energy, Skorupi, Babies, Dunsparce, another Psychic Energy, Special Darkness, and Gallade. I would then set my 6 prizes. You can't see those in the webcam, but I'll show you what those are because I've set them now. First, the top 3 are Psychic Energy, Pokemon Collector, and Skorupi. And the others are Drapion, Darkness, and Twins. So like I said, I drew these 7. I would obviously set basic already. I'll just set that and that. And then I'd flip Gallade and Skorupi. To start, I'd draw a card, obviously. I drew a Skorupi. I would bench it. Straight away, I'll put a Psychic Energy on Gallade, just so I can start bulking it up for when I draw Gallade Level X. Draw a card, another one. I'd start with Chop Up. Does 20 damage to your defending Pokemon and 10 more, and does 10 damage to each benched Pokemon. So I do Chop Up for 20 and a bit of sniping. I draw a card. I drew a Drapion. I'd start by equipping a Darkness Energy to Drapion. I then do Chop Up again. I've now benched Dunsparce, because by that time I should have done a bit of damage to all my opponent's Pokemon. Draw a card, and I finally got Gallade Level X. And because of its Poke Power, I do 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon, and then to carry on, I'd put a third Psychic Energy on Gallade Level X, and then do Aim to Cut, which does, and by that time I would have already done 40, and if your opponent's defending Pokemon hadn't died, it would now be dead, and I would choose a prize. I know what they are, so I'm just going to choose Psychic Energy. So this would be an ideal situation. Obviously probably wouldn't happen like this, because Gallade has only got 80 HP, so it might have already died, and that's why I need 2 more. Draw another card. I got another Skorupi. I probably wouldn't bench that just yet. I'd probably just keep using Aimed Cut or Feint from Gallade, because level X's can use the attack, Poke Power or Poke Body from its previous level. So I'd use Feint for 50 and then next turn do Aimed Cut if it was still alive. Draw a card. I drew a Psychic. Now my Darkness, I would equip back to Drapion and do Aimed Cut now for the 1 hit. Well, not the 1 hit, but 2 hit KO, draw a card. I take Twins. There you go, let's say Gallade dies. I would now send out Drapion. It's got a special Darkness and a regular Darkness equipped to it. Draw a card. I have, let's say my opponent now has 5 prizes and I have 4. I would activate Twins. I could do a search. I'd get Krogunk and probably Drapion level X, because I can add any 2 cards and add them to my hand. I wouldn't have had to show my opponent, but I did just for the purpose of this video. That would then go in my discard pile. I'm just going to put it there for now because you all know what happens. I would then level up my Drapion. I wouldn't be able to attack with it because it requires 2 Darkness and... Well, I wouldn't be able to use Sniping Tail. I would flip a coin. Let's say I got Tails, it's not poisoned. Then I equip a Psychic and I can do Toxic Fang. Then next turn, I'll draw. I can equip another energy to Drapion level X. Psychic energy. It now has 2 Darkness, 1 being special. I can now use Sniping Tail, which will do 50 plus 40 to one of my opponent's Pokemon, bench Pokemon. And then, let's say for example, this guy dies now. Now I don't really have a lot of choice. I've got a Skorupi and a Dunsparce. What I do is send out Dunsparce. Draw a card. I drew Toxicroak G. Start off by putting an energy onto Toxicroak G, hoping that because of Drapion's effect we're going to save out one of my opponent's Pokemon. My opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. So I will now use Call for Family. It's a free attack. I get to add 1 basic Pokemon from my deck to my hand. I will probably choose Darkness Arceus now and add that to my hand, then I'll bench it straight away. And my turn. They can go, let's see, this guy just dies. Send out Toxicroak G. I'll equip a Darkness energy to it. And use Deep Poison. And because the opponent's Pokemon would be poisoned, hopefully it will do 60 damage, and we'll say that kills it, so I'll take a prize. I'll take Drapion. They can go, I'll go level up. Use Deep Poison for 20. It's really quite a good deck. I'm not going to carry on going because I could just talk to you for ages. But I'm really liking how this deck is looking at the moment. If you're not aware, I've actually recently bought a Dialga Premium box which comes with a deck. I think it's the Infernape deck from Diamond and Pearl. I'm not really sure until I get it, but I'll do an opening of the boosters. And I'll do a little show you of a deck, and then I'll try and find someone to battle with, and I'll record it, well, as soon as this is finished really, because I can't really use half a deck unless I just do the 40 card deck, and by then I should have 40 cards. I have told you in the past that my next deck project after this, which is probably going to be my favourite for a little while, is going to be an electric deck. Unfortunately, I've not got the card I want to show you with me, so I'll just be a second. Sorry about this, guys. Right, I'm back now. You may not know this, but I pulled a Magnezone Prime recently. Well, it's a week or so ago in one of my openings, so I was really happy. So today I have a BCBM. I've already opened it. I saw it and I was like, yeah. It's 2 cards. By the way, I've bought another Magnezone Prime, so I've got 2 now. I'm going to show you them straight away. It's Gardevoir level X and Electivire FB level X. I'm not sure if this is legal, but it's brilliant. Bring down for 2 Psychic Energy, just destroys your opponent's Pokemon with the least HP. But I'm going to go with Electivire FB level X over Electivire level X because of its energy recycle. It's really good. I think that's everything now because my webcam's going to cut me out at exactly 15 minutes and I've got 15 seconds. So please tell me what you think of this deck. Please comment, please give me advice, and please subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. Comment, rate and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.